chapter number 5, that is on policyholders' right of nomination, assignment and transfer. All these three topics deal with life insurance as far as Insurance Act is concerned. Insurance Act 1938 mentions about assignment and nomination under two sections, and both are related to life insurance policies. As far as general insurance policies or non-life policies are concerned, they are also assignable, but not as per sections mentioned in Insurance Act 1938. They are assignable as per policy conditions, as far as property insurances like fire, burglary, motor, etc. are concerned, and as far as marine insurance policy is concerned, as per provisions of Marine Insurance Act 1962. But today we will be dealing with only assignment and nomination of life insurance policies. So today we will be discussing chapter on assignment, nomination and prohibition of rebates. Section 38 of Insurance Act 1938 talks about assignment of policy. Now, what is assignment? It is transfer of policy in favor of other person for, with or without consideration. Consideration is written for something. So policy is treated in insurance as property. As we transfer property by contract, insurance policy can be transferred under provisions of Insurance Act 1938 by way of assignment. So assignment is a process which allows policyholder to transfer policy with or without consideration. Consideration means something in return. So generally it cannot be transferred free without consideration, but in certain cases without consideration it is allowed. For example, in case of transfer from parent to children, it is not for sake of money, but it is allowed. Secondly, under law, under legal interpretation, love and affection are also treated as consideration. So consideration generally means monetary return by way of money, but in insurance policy it can be without consideration. But when you want to assign the policy in favor of any stranger or any person not related or connected with you, then insurance company may question, and such type of assignments are not allowed. So assignment is transfer of insurance policy in the favor of other person. It is like sale of policy. You are transferring your policy, so that person becomes owner, and the event of any claim, he can approach directly to the insurance company and receive the money. How it is to be done? To assign the policy, it is to be endorsed on the backside of the policy. Now, every policy generally is having some space to write assignment on that. It can be handwritten, typewritten, computer written. It is not important. It can be written on the backside of the policy or wherever there is space on the original policy. Now, many times there is no sufficient space to make assignment, or earlier assignments were made, then policy is once again retransferred to the owner. In that case, there is not sufficient space available on the policy. So in that case, it can be made by a separate document called deed of assignment. It can be on some stamp paper or any other type of document. But the important aspect is, it is to be signed by the person who is making assignment. He is called assigner, and it should be witnessed by one person other than assignee, other than the beneficiary in whose favor the policy is to be transferred. So assigner transfers the policy in favor of assignee by making endorsement or deed of assignment and witnessing by another person. As far as assigner is concerned, his part of assignment is over as soon as he completes the assignment. That is, as soon as assignment is written, signed by him and witnessed by the other person. So, as soon as this process is done, policy is assigned or transferred. But as far as assigner is concerned, as far as the insurance company is concerned, it is only when insurance company receives the notice of assignment and they record the assignment. So, every assignment is to be informed to the insurance company by way of giving notice to the insurance company about intention to assign. So, insurance company will receive the notice from the date of notice and recording that the assignment is complete as far as insurance company is concerned. Suppose there are two assignments and two notices are given. Whichever notice is received prior, firstly, that notice is having priority. If notice dated earlier but received late by insurance company, as far as insurance company is concerned, that later notice will be treated as prior notice. And this is important when more than one claims are lodged on insurance company. Insurance company will treat the first notice received by them as having priority over the second notice received by them. Second notice may be dated earlier. It will not make any difference as far as insurance company is concerned. So, giving notice to the insurance company is very, very important. As soon as notice is received, insurance company has to record the notice details like date of notice, who is the assigner, policy number, who is the assignee, for what purpose it is assigned, etc. They have to record that in particular format in their records or register. Once this process is complete, they have completed recording of the notice, then assignee becomes the beneficiary of the policy, and whatever monies become payable under that policy will go to the assignee. So, this is transfer of property in the policy, and on assignment, it is every benefit goes to the assignee, the transferee. So, if A is transferor, B is transferee, on assignment and completion and recording of the assignment by insurance company, all benefits subsequently will be received by or to be given to the B, the assignee, and not to the A, who is the assigner, because he has transferred his rights in the policy. Conditional assignment is also possible. It is effective only from the event happening during life of the assured. If assured says that this assignment will be effective only when particular event happening. Suppose insured writes assignment and says that my policy is to be assigned to my son when he attains the age of 18 or attains the age of 21. Only when his son attains the age of 18 or 21, the assignment will become happening. Before that happening, before son attaining age of 18 or 21, if assigner dies, then assignment is not valid. Then money will not go to son. The money will go to legal heirs, which may be including son or other persons along with the son, or maybe son only, depends upon law applicable and so many other things. So, in case of assignment which is valid, then personal law will not come into picture. Now, what is personal law? Personal law depends in India on so many factors. All Hindus, like Hindus, Jains, Sikhs, are governed by Hindu law. All Muslims are governed by Mohammedan law. Other than Hindus and Muslims who are in India are governed by Indian Succession Act. So every law is having different parameters, different rules of distribution of property after death of any person, inheritance laws. So laws for Hindu are different, for Muslims are different, and remaining part like Parsis or others are different. So once assignment is made, all these personal laws will not be applicable. If there is no assignment and person dies, then distribution of policy money will be as per the personal law. If he is Hindu, at the time of death, policy money will be distributed as per Hindu law. If he is Muslim, as per Mohammedan law. If he is Parsi, as per Indian Succession Act. In case of Christian, also Indian Succession Act is applicable. So assignment will change the applicability of law and money will be paid only to the assignee. Now second part is about nomination. Section 39 of Insurance Act deals with nomination. Now nomination is different from assignment. Assignment is transfer of property in policy. It is like transfer of money in the policy. Nomination is not transfer of property. Nomination is just transfer of right to receive the money or appointing somebody by the policy holder to receive the money. As per present law, the nominee cannot keep money with himself. After receiving the money, he has to distribute to the legal heirs of the policy holder. And if policy holder is alive at the time of maturity of the policy, then nominee will be out of the picture. In case of assignment, even if policy holder is alive on date of maturity of the policy, money will go to assignee. In case of nomination, money will be received by the policy holder and not by nominee. So nominee under present law is having limited rights just to receive money and hand over to the legal heirs. If he is part of legal heir or if he is the only legal heir, then he can keep money with himself. Otherwise, he has to distribute the money. Nomination can be made only by the holder of policy on his own life. If he is not holder of policy, then he cannot make nomination. Once again, it is to be made either by endorsement or by a separate deed. Generally, along with proposal form, there is nomination form, and prospective client or insured completes that nomination form, get it witnessed and submits to the insurance company along with proposal form. So on recording of nomination in their records, nomination process is completed. But suppose nomination is not made at the time of proposal, it can be made any time during the currency of the policy. Similarly, nomination can be changed from one person to another person during currency of the policy. To change the assignment, the assignee has to retransfer the policy, reassign the policy by making one more endorsement on the policy or making separate deed of assignment and following the process of assignment as if he is owner of the policy. But in case of nomination, such process is not required. Even permission of nominee is not required. Policyholder can change the nominee as per his discretion. That is the major difference. Nomination, like assignment, is also to be registered by insurer. They have to keep the record. Insurer to acknowledge registration, or if nomination is cancelled, they have to write to the policy holder that they have cancelled the nomination. Or in case of change of nomination, they have to acknowledge to the policy holder that they have changed the nomination. So this is procedure for nomination. It is more or less like assignment, but major difference is assignment is transfer of property, nomination is not transfer of property in the policy. Now suppose what will happen if there is nomination and policy is assigned. Suppose I have nominated my wife as nominee and I am taking loan from bank. As part of bank loan terms, I have to assign my policy. So as soon as I assign the policy, nomination is cancelled. So assignment supersedes the nomination. Nomination is not cancelled only when I take loan from my life insurance company. I take loan from my own insurance company. In that case, nomination is not cancelled. So, wherever loan is repaid, bank or from body from which I have taken the loan will reassign the policy in my favor, and after reassignment, first nomination will not review automatically. I have to make a second nomination in whosoever favor I want to make it. Okay, that is important. So assignment is having more weightage than nomination, and it supersedes nomination in many cases. Nomination, as we saw, that it is valid only in case of death of life assured only during currency of the policy. If life assured survives on maturity date, he will receive money from insurance company. Nominee will not receive money, because we saw that the role of nominee is to receive the money. He cannot keep it himself. He has to receive money and distribute. But as far as assignee is concerned, he can receive money and he can keep it himself. I have taken loan from bank, so my bank loan is outstanding, so bank can keep money. If they receive more money, then only problem will arise. Loan outstanding is less, value of policy is more, then they have to distribute balance amount to my legal heirs. That is the difference between assignment and nomination. The nomination does not apply to policies under Married Women Property Act. Certain women are allowed to take policy under Married Women Property Act, where they are getting certain preferences and certain special rights under the Act. So those policies are not affected, even if under policy taken under that Act is nomination is made, that is not valid. Nomination is valid only when it is made in favor of wife and children. Husband can also take policy under Married Women Property Act for benefit of wife. There he can assign to wife, nominate to wife, or he can put children as nominees. Otherwise, if other persons are nominated, those nominations are not valid, because there is special status given to females under Married Women Property Act. Once policy is taken, it remains property of married women. It cannot be transferred to others. That is the peculiarity of the policy. And this provision or this act is enacted to give financial protection to females in India. This is beneficial legislation. So section 38 about assignment, section 39 about nomination of life insurance policies. Now we saw that as far as nomination is concerned, nominee can receive only money. He cannot keep with himself. So most of the times there is confusion. People who don't know the law or who are not conversant with law, they feel that once they are appointed nominee under the policy and they receive money from insurance company, they can keep with themselves. But it is not so. Nomination is advantageous for insurance company in the sense that once money is paid to the nominee, insurance company is discharged from their legal liability to distribute money to the legal heirs. Suppose nomination is not there, then insurance company will be facing the situation for distribution of money to legal heirs of the policy holder who has died. But once nomination is there, that part is not on them. That nominee has to do. But nominee feels most of the time that he is entitled to keep money. This is a major misunderstanding. Under law he cannot do, only assignee can do. So he has to distribute the money. Now this misunderstanding creates many legal disputes. And insurance companies are also dragging many times. Actually, wherever nominations are made, additional process is required under law is if insured or policy holder wants to give beneficial interest in the policy to nominee and not to anybody else, then instead of making nomination, he can make assignment, provided it is for natural love and affection to near and dear persons. Or second alternative is to make normal nomination and make a will. Under that will, transfer that money under the policy to that nominee. But even then, other legal process of obtaining probate, etc. will be involved, but it will minimize the disputes. So Law Commission has made certain recommendations. These are recommendations, have not come into force yet. When they will come into force, nobody knows. But this is important for exam because it is in the book. So some questions are asked. You should be knowing what are the recommendations. Okay. So Law Commission has classified two types of nominations. One is beneficial nominee or beneficial nomination and collector nomination. Now collector nomination is like present system. Nominee will collect only money. He cannot keep with himself. Whereas beneficial nominee can keep money with himself. So once beneficial nominee is appointed, there is no need of assignment. And beneficial nominee can get money under the policy without proving his consideration. It is like person making will and authorizing insurance company to pay to particular person, and that person can keep money with himself. This is beneficial nominee. So this is suggested provision. It had not come into force. Some of the insurance companies have recommended to Law Commission that when nomination is silent, it is to be treated as beneficial nomination. But that proposal or that suggestion has not been accepted by nomination. They are going ahead with two types of nomination. So nominee has to clarify, nominor has to clarify what type of nomination he wants to make. That is very important. So by default, nominee cannot be beneficial nominee. Nominee receives money when policyholder dies after maturity, but before receipt of money. Now present legal provision is policy has matured, but insurance company has not paid money. Sometimes it may take few days or say 1 month or so to make payment to complete the procedure in the insurance company. And unfortunately, during the pendency of procedure, if the policyholder dies, then there is a problem. So once on date of maturity of the policy, a policyholder is alive, nominee cannot get the money. So that problem is there. So now, Law Commission has recommended that once on the date of policy becoming mature, if nominee is there and also policyholder is alive, but on the date of payment, if policyholder has died, nominee can receive the money. So this is the major change, but this is just suggestion. What will be actual law? All that will depends upon when law is enacted, passed by Indian Parliament and comes on statute book, that is Insurance Act 1938. So that was about assignment and nomination of life insurance policies. Similarly, general insurance policies or non-life policies also can be assigned. Like fire insurance policy can be assigned or motor insurance policy can be assigned. But for that there is no separate law. You have to follow the procedure of Transfer of Property Act or policy conditions. So under Transfer of Property Act, nomination is not valid for general insurance policies. So assignment is there. Now, if we talk about personal accident policy or medical insurance policy, there is no provision of nomination because that Transfer of Property Act applies. So, policy is to be assigned. So, personal accident policy is to be assigned in favor of near or dear persons, and as far as medical insurance policy is concerned, there either assignment may not be there or some of the companies are asking for assignment and that format is given in the proposal form only. As far as property insurance policies are concerned, one has to follow the procedure of assignment as per policy conditions. So application is to be made to the insurance company. Insurance company will pass the endorsement. Now application can be in form of a letter, just formal letter, that please transfer the policy in the name of so and so. But there, it is not like assignment of life insurance policy. There, the assignee becomes joint owner of the policy. So suppose somebody has taken loan from the bank on his property, then bank will require assignment. So insurance company will pass an endorsement incorporating name of banker as policy holder or as joint holder of policy. So it will be name of bank, so and so bank, account the original insured. So it becomes joint holder policy. In event of any claim, both will receive policy money jointly. But if agreed bank clause is attached to the policy, which is market practice, then priority will be given to the banker to receive the money subject to terms of agreed bank clause. But if bank clause is not applicable, then both will receive money jointly and severally together. Okay. In case of motor insurance policy, there is similar procedure, notice, but there are prescribed forms to be signed, then proof of sale, etc. is to be given. Fresh proposal form may be required in case of assignment. So all these procedures are enumerated in policy. So assignment of life policy is different, assignment of non-life policy is different. Now we are coming to Section 41 of Insurance Act 1938, Prohibition of rebate. This is very, very important. It says that any intermediary or insurance company should not give any inducement to take policy through him or renew policy through him, because intermediaries are getting some commission. Suppose commission on a particular policy is 10%, under non-life policy, suppose commission is 10%. That agent or broker cannot say that out of 10%, I will return 2% to you in cash. Please give me policy. This is illegal activity. This is not allowed. So inducement to take or renew policy is not allowed. That is Section 41 of Insurance Act 1938. Nobody can return full commission or part commission. If he doesn't want to take any commission or brokerage, intermediary can inform insurance company he will be working without any brokerage or commission. Presently, in case of era of non-tariff, rates are variable. So in that case, many brokers are informing insurance company that we are working for this client, but whatever discounts in premium you can give, you give to client, please don't pay us anything. So that is not called rebate. That is called premium reduction. So that practice is allowed. That is not treated as a rebate. Then if this is done by intermediary, return of some amount, it is punishable offence, and fine of 500 rupees can be charged to that agent or intermediary, but also their license can also be cancelled, because this is misconduct under Insurance Act 1938. So whatever type of business is there, whether it is life or non-life, in life policies, in first year, agents are getting very high commission. So there is generally tendency to pay some first 1 or 2 or 3 premiums on behalf of insured by the agent. This is wrong practice, not allowed under Section 41 of Insurance Act. It is punishable offence. It should never be encouraged. Either he should not demand, nor agent should tell on his own. Because all the documents which are given to the client before the issuance of policy, like prospectus, brochure or proposal form, should contain the extract of Section 41 of Insurance Act. You will be surprised to know that biggest insurance agent in the world, he is an Indian, Mr. Jayesh Patel, working for New York Life at New York. He is earning annually, he is bringing business, not earning, $2 billion premium annually. He is biggest insurance agent for last many years. He doesn't give anything written to any of his clients. So without returning any premium, all types of businesses can be done. It is misconception that one has to pay, return the premium in life insurance. And very important, it is punishable offence. It is illegal. Yesterday we saw about money laundering. In that part also, this is involved. But if person takes policy on his own life or insures own property, under that he will receive the commission. That is allowed. So I told you that broker or agent may not take commission or brokerage on client's policy, and insurance company gives some reduction. This is identical, so it is allowed legally. It is not that you are paying from what you receive. Here you are not receiving, and as far as own insurance is concerned, whatever amount you receive is not treated as rebate. It is treated as your income. Now very, very important is repudiation clause. This is under life insurance policy and not applicable to non-life policies. See, some people have asked question this earlier about repudiation clause. So whatever is relevant to today's lecture, only you can ask the questions, and that's why we have kept last session to reply to all your questions. Okay, that's why this was not replied earlier. Now you will get reply to your question about repudiation clause. It is applicable to only life insurance policy. It says that inaccuracy for any statements or documents cannot be challenged after 2 years of policy coming into force unless it is material fact. Now you know that any statement, whether it is material or non-material, if it is fraudulently made or incorrectly made, then it can affect the policy. So it says that after 2 years of policy coming in force, insurance company cannot challenge the fact. But if fact is fraudulently made or intentionally made to misguide the insurance company, then even after 2 years, insurance company can invoke the repudiation. But if statement was made incorrectly, then insurance company cannot challenge if it was made out of ignorance or out of negligence or not availability of sufficient information. Suppose instead of writing my date of birth as say 1st January, I am writing 1st February by mistake. So it is non-disclosure of material fact. But it was done innocently and it will not change the premium. So it is not to be invoked by insurance company. But if I intentionally change my age to receive the benefit of lower premium or to have lesser underwriting restrictions by insurance company, then it is material fact and can be reopened even after 2 years. So onus of proof is on insurance company. Insurance company has to prove that I had done it fraudulently or intentionally given wrong information. But it says that proof of age, if it is not given earlier, if it is given subsequently, then it is okay. It will not be treated as breach of this condition. Now what Law Commission says? It wants to increase the other age from 2 years to 5 years from the date of issue of policy or from date of commencement of risk. In life insurance, date of issue of policy or date of commencement of risk can be different, or from date of revival of policy, whichever is later. Insurance company cannot repudiate policy on any ground, because they say that 5 years is sufficient time to make any inquiry if insurance company is having doubt, and after 5 years it is difficult to prove the facts. So 5 years should be the maximum term allowable to insurance company. Before 5 years, if insurance company is having some information and if they go into investigation and if insured dies before that, then they can repudiate claim on ground of non-disclosure of material facts. In non-disclosure, once again due to innocence, no repudiation is allowed. Okay. So this is about recommendation of Law Commission, and it also says that knowledge of agent of insurance or intermediary is to be communicated to insurance company. It will be not treated as knowledge of client. Suppose client has informed agent properly and agent has not communicated to insurance company, that will be not treated as client's fault and his claim cannot be rejected. That is also one of the additional requirement as per Law Commission when law is amended. Now we discuss law as to assignment and nomination, the procedure, the legal effect of assignment or nomination, then section 41 about payment of rebate by insurance agents or intermediary, which is we saw it is prohibited and punishable offence. Repudiation clause, 2 years term, and what are the recommendations of Law Commissions. We also saw recommendations of Law Commission about nomination. We are having short break.